Want to learn a quick and easy way to chop a watermelon with no mess? Watch this video to learn my foolproof method. Hey everybody, it's Allison, Prep Dish founder. Today, my video is going to share with you how I chop a watermelon. I spent one of my summers during culinary school working at a health spa. My job was primarily the salad bar, so as you can imagine, I did a lot of chopping of fruits and veggies, including melon and watermelon. So today I'm going to share with you the method that I use to quickly, easily chop a watermelon, and it's as mess-free as possible. Tip number one for making sure chopping your watermelon is mess-free is to have a cutting board that has this little moat around the outside, because that will help trap any excess liquid so it's not spilling all over the countertop. The second tip is to make sure you get a watermelon that's smaller than the size of your cutting board, or a cutting board that's larger than your watermelon. That being said, I did grocery delivery on this guy and it is humongous. So, but I will still attempt to show you how I would chop it and not have such a mess. Depending on the size, I usually start by cutting in half, but for this one, I'm actually gonna do thirds because I think it's so big that it'll be easier in thirds. So, also notice that I have a large, sharp chef's knife. That will help. So I'm going to tackle this in sections. I'll set that section aside. Same thing here. Now, one of the keys to chopping safely is as soon as you have a flat surface, like either of these sides, you want to move it to that surface so you're not trying to chop while this is rolling around. So get this on a flat surface. I want the biggest end on the bottom. So flat surface, the next step is just going to be to take my knife, and basically I'm just going to peel the watermelon with my knife. And as I go through, I have a big compost bowl over to the side here. And I'm just going to continue to rotate and peel. And as you can see, because I do have the larger sized cutting board, the juices have not yet run all over. What I will probably do when I do the different sections, you can go and do a rinse of the cutting board if you need to in between sections, just if it gets too juicy. The issue with the watermelon is just, it gets really sticky. So from here, I'm going to continue to keep it on a flat surface, but if you can really do any size cubes from here. You could do slices. You can really do whatever size you want. But I start by first slicing this way. I'm just kind of using my hands up here to guide the process. And then again, you want to get this on a flat surface. So I'll split it right down the middle. Flat surface there. I'll do this one. See, again, the moat is coming in handy. And then from here, I can just go through and do more slices this way. And again, I could make these larger or smaller depending on what I'm going to be using this for. And then I just flip this around. And again, go through. And notice how, because I have this longer knife, I can do it in just one nice, easy slice. Some of these sides are a little bigger. Okay, and then you can kind of see you have these nice, even dices. So what I will do is I will go through, do the same thing for this side, and then these last halves. So I'll go ahead and show you how I do one of these halves. Again, the flat surface is really good to have on both ends. I put the bigger end on the bottom, mainly for stability, and we'll continue to come around here and peel. Another thing you can do is when you're done with this, you can kind of do a little spin and see, you know, if there's a little white spot, you could remove that as well. And then from here, you'll just go ahead and chop this guy the same way I did the first one. If you are looking for more videos on how to easily slice and dice other fruits, veggies, and even fresh herbs, I am linking a video here as well as here, so you can check those out or go to my channel where I have an entire thread of chopping videos. I'd love to hear from you in the comments. If you tried this method, let me know how it goes. I would so appreciate it if you liked, subscribed, and shared with a friend.